So today I'm going to show you how I do a kind of homemade chemical peel. I like to use apple cider vinegar. I use the organic Spectrum kind. I got this at my health food store. It's got the live culture in it. It looks like there's just something gross in there, but it's supposed to be there. That's what makes the vinegar. So what I do is I shake it up. And then I take a cotton ball and I get it on my cotton ball. I like to saturate it really good. Okay, and then I just start wiping it on my face. Okay. When it starts to feel dry, get a new one. So you don't want to put your skin cells back in there. So because my cotton balls are a little big, I kind of fluffed this one out a little bit, so hopefully I can get some more on there. Okay. You want to be very careful not to get too close to the eyes. And then I don't normally do this part of my mouth because it burns there. So I just don't bother with it, but feel free to do that part as well. And I like to do chemical peels from time to time, especially all natural ones. I prefer all natural things. But I like to do them because even though I do live in Florida and it's not very dry here, my face still gets scaly from time to time. And I like to do a really good exfoliation. I exfoliate a few times a week. I exfoliate using baking soda. I like it because it's really fine and I do it in the shower. So I wait till my skin is nice and soft and supple already, and then I just use it to gently slough off anything else that's on my face. I don't use soap on my face ever. So that's one of the ways I like to keep it clean and refreshed. And it's starting to burn. As you can see, my face is getting quite red. Ooh. But see, I am very Irish, so I have a lot of histamine in my skin. This is what a dermatologist told me. If it's wrong, sorry, don't blast me in the comments. But I had a dermatologist once tell me that the reason I have spots that stay on my skin for a really long time is because I have a lot of histamine in my skin, because I am very Irish. I have marks on my face like here and here, and I actually have one on my chest here. This is from last March. It's December, and this is from March. You can still see that red spot. So even after acne has healed, my face will remain red for a really long time. So this is one of the ways that I try to fade those red spots. I don't really care about fading my freckles. I like my freckles, so I don't have an issue with that. But I have heard that it can help fade freckles as well. Some people also use lemon juice for this. I prefer apple cider vinegar. I always have it on hand anyway because I use it in my hair quite a bit. So, okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little container of baking soda, and I'm going to put a little, probably shouldn't have closed that, put a little apple cider vinegar in the baking soda to get it wet so that I can rub it on my face to slough off the rest of the skin. Can you see right here where it's getting super red? And I didn't get it too close to my eye, so my eye is doing okay, but it's really red out here. That's the acid taking effect. So of course, science experiment, right? Here, let's do this. Acid in a base of a volcano action. Ooh. Okay. mixed in there. Okay. Now what I like to do is I just rub it. Circular motions. You can also do this part with a cotton ball. I just like to use my fingers because I feel like I'm really working into the pores and everything. I have a lot of acne scarring on my chin. I get a lot of hormonal acne on my chin, so I like to do that. I like to really work it in there, so I'll come over that a couple of times actually. And that's baking soda. That is not my skin, so don't, freak out. I'm making sure every time I dip into this little container that I'm getting some baking soda on my finger as well. And I know you can't tell, but I'm using a very light touch when I'm doing this. I'm not pushing hard into my skin. Very light touch. Just kind of massaging gently. I'm not scrubbing. Okay, and the very, very last step I'll do is that part right under my nose because I don't like a lot of acid right on there. And then I do my lips. Because it's always nice to do a peel on your lips. Okay, you do not want to leave baking soda on your skin for a long period of time. It will burn. So I'm going to get everything off now. Okay, so just pat dry. Okay, and now because my skin is oh so red, if you look at my eyes, you can see my eyes are my normal color and everything else is just crazy red. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to treat it. I use skincare products from Made with Peace and Love. You can get it on Etsy. It's a dear friend of mine. Her name is Angela, and they're amazing products. So the first thing I'm going to use is a toner. It's not a harsh toner. So I know people are saying don't use a toner over an acid peel. Typically don't use a toner over an acid peel. But this has a lot of aloe vera in it, so that's why I'm going to use it to help kind of get the pH back to where it should be. And it just feels wonderful after having done an acid peel. Okay, and like I don't use soap on my face, I also do not use lotion on my face. I use oils. So she makes an anti-aging face serum that is all oil-based, and I absolutely love it. It comes with a dropper, and I literally use that much. That little bit is all I use, and I probably won't even use that whole thing. So I just put a little on my hand and start putting it on my face. Oh, it just feels so amazing, and it smells really good too. I will actually leave a link to her Etsy store below so you can go check her out. She's wonderful. Okay, and the last thing I do is I take some of the extra oil and I put it on the outer corners of my eyes and then underneath my eyes. This is what I do every time I wash my face. This is, when I use this oil, this is what I do. I put some right here in the center because I get very wrinkly because I squint a lot. And just using this on the outer corners of my eye and under my eye and right here, I have stopped using any other eye cream. It works better than any commercial eye cream I have ever tried, and I have tried them all. So, okay, well, that's how I do a at-home chemical peel, and hope you enjoyed that. If you did, like and subscribe below, and we'll see you next time. Bye.